Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-yap. 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 I could do that shit all day. Now check it out. Indubitably, in a menudo style in direct fashion, as you can tell by that thumbnail. Seems like you're ready. Seems like... Other than AJ, nothing but a number, huh? Shit, baboso. Oh, it's a number, all right. So it's a number that you do not violate. So I pose a question to you guys and I ask, did R. Kelly... I hate even talking about this, baboso, but did R. Kelly get what he deserved? Was it justified, the 30 years? My answer is chale. No, I don't think he deserved 30 years. I think he deserved a fucking 130 years, right? But that's just me. Sasuke, menudo, right? Now what I wanted to say is, trip out. R. Kelly, okay, we all grew up on that stuff. Everyone from my era, you know, give me that honey love. We was all in school rocking to that. You know, he was that one. He was that one, man. He had that voice. Everybody was on it. It's kind of like a Michael Jackson, new era Michael Jackson, you know. Everybody identified with what R. Kelly was going through. But what we didn't know was behind the walls, behind the doors, behind my mind's telling me no. Orale, on paru. But my body, his body was telling him yay, right? Yay, right? And he was doing a whole lot of riff-raff shit and a whole lot of weirdo stuff. Okay, now that's all come to pass. We started hearing about it when he started to fucking liquefy on people's fucking foreheads. You know, he was pissing on hyenas and shit. And, you know, it's like, if a hyena wants to get pissed on and she's over 18, it's like, yeah, that's her thing. You know, I ain't mad. So it's like, if a hyena walked in the room right now, 21 years old, and talk about piss on my forehead, that's que pipa out. Liquid everywhere, right? And that's just what it is. But when they start to become younger and younger and younger, man, that is a problem, right? That's a disease. That's something that I can't even identify with because I don't even know how that road goes. So R. Kelly gets this time, right? 30 plus years. They just fucking hit him yesterday. What was it? Last week? If it's major, they hit him on his pager. And I believe he can fly, right? I believe he can fly right off that fucking tier if someone throws him. Now, let me tell you something about R. Kelly. This man has a history, right, of saying he didn't do shit, right? I guess now he's married one of the victims. It's just a weird fucking... We're always gonna... His reputation is tarnished. It's over. Menudo. It's done, right? Forever. No matter what. Even if the vato was innocent, he's guilty, right? And that's because people are always gonna look at him some way. He was on the Dave Chappelle show. They were clowning the fuck out of him in living color. They can do what they wanna do. They were pissing in his face. So many different TV shows, man. This guy has been getting ridiculed and clowned on for decades, right? Because he's been doing this weirdo shit for decades. See, something happened to him, huh? Something strange for a little piece of change happened to him when he was younger. And, you know, that wasn't his fault. So I was saying that wasn't right. But at the same time, that doesn't mean to fucking keep the vicious cycle going, Kels, right? You kept it going. And, Sasuke, the indicators were there. The proof was in the pudding. But see, motherfuckers like me and you didn't see it. We were too busy with, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Everyone thought they were Michael Jordan in Space Jam. They said they were trying to fly, right? But what we didn't see was that weirdo shit he was doing in the background. You know, like marrying Aaliyah at the age of 15 years old. And then writing an album for her talking about age ain't nothing but a number. It's like, yeah. Hold on now, right? Really think about it. Seems like you're ready. Sasuke, she was only 12. She was not ready, R. Kelly. No. You shouldn't be thinking like that. Sasuke, I also wake up, right? Gotta get up. I said you gotta get going, right? On some Winnie the Pooh shit. But that's what he was on. You know what I mean? Sasuke, hey, look at what I got you. It's Winnie the Pooh and shit. You know what I mean? Seems like you're ready. He's just a weirdo, okay? He didn't see nothing wrong with the little bit of bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong with the little bit of bump and grind either. But she has to be 21 years old. You know what I mean? So if you can't drink a pistol with me, then you can't give me a mammon, right? So he was different. Every song that he wrote, every song that he performed, all this shit, R. Kelly was on some different type of shit, right? And so when people started to recognize it and the story started to get exposed, all of a sudden, right? Myself included, I can't lie, menudo, right? We turned our back on him. Couldn't put the back on him. Did the only thing we could do. Turn our back on him, right? Fuck this vato, right? Vato's a weirdo. But that's to be expected, okay? That's to be expected in the game when you start to finally realize, like, damn, this vato really is on some Cheeto who shit, right? This vato really is a weirdo, you know? You can find out that a good homeboy that you function with every day, that you fuck with, man, that you're like, you know what, this is a good-ass homeboy, man. You know what it is, right? is on some weird stuff, you're like, I can't fuck with you no more, right? I can't do nothing for you, man. Alrighty. And that's kind of what happened in the industry with R. Kelly. You go, R. Kelly was a powerful person in the industry. He's having money, having bitches, having it his way, right? But he had a fetish, man, and that fetish is a violation of human morals and standards. You cannot get down with children, baboso, right? And that's just straight the way it is. Anyone who thinks that because they have all the feria in the world, orale, I'm going to give every hand of my fierro. No, that ain't the way it works. Menudo. It don't work like that, right? Any man with fucking standards and morals and values and is a righteous individual already knows what time it is, right? So I was scared, like I said, 18, 19, that's too young for me. So I was scared to get 21 and over. If you can't fucking drink a mixed drink with me, so I was scared, then hey, we can't mix it up. Mammon shit. That's just real, right? Now, so R. Kelly fucking, he goes through all the motions. He's going through what he's going through. Everyone knows. We've been watching it. Sasuke, you know what I mean? They were exposing R. Kelly. I watched all that shit too. Sasuke, damn, he's in trouble like a motherfucker, right? And then I see he ends up getting stretched to 30, right? Now, I'm a firm believer and a true believer that, you know, sometimes, you know, you can get locked up, man. They victimize you, they oppress you. They pinpoint you, Sasuke, there ain't nothing you can do about it. If the placas and the district attorney want you, they got you, right? And that's just what it is. But at the same time, gente, I will tell you this, more than likely in cases like this, with testimony and all kinds of shit, but you're guilty. Well, stop it. You know, stop it. You was doing that, right? It was cold that night. I understand, but let that shit go, right? There's no justification for being a fucking weirdo. Chido for a weirdo, right? I'm sorry, Spencer Latira. It just don't work that way. Look, even the soul section, the brothers, you know what I mean? They're even right there talking about, yep. Brother, I don't even fuck with you, gun. You know what I mean? You essays are crazy, but I'm going to tell you right now, you best believe this. The brothers are strong, but the essays the deepest. And this brother right here, man, knows what he's talking about. I'm going to tell you, R. Kelly, man, ain't no one fucking with you anymore. I put his music on the back burner. That hurt my heart. Man, that hurt my motherfucking heart. I didn't want to put his music on the back burner. You know, I didn't see nothing wrong. Other than I was trying to get my bump and grind on, right? You know, play another slow jam. I was slow jam. Girl, you're the only one. Hey, Mr. DJ. I used to be on all that shit, right? But now I can't fuck with it. You took that from me, right? Okay? It's all good. You know what I mean? I'm willing to make sacrifices in life for the betterment of the people and for the betterment of what I believe in. Now, there's another fucking weirdo like R. Kelly. And we're going to get right back to R. Kelly because he's going to go through some things. Oh, yes. Un paro. He's going to go through some things. Let's talk about this punk SPM, right? Now, I was talking to the homeboy the other day, just yesterday. He was like, yeah, I see a lot of people going in on SPM, bro. I never really cared for his music in the beginning before he caught all that weird shit anyways. And I said, you know what? I absolutely agree, bro. I absolutely agree. I said, you know what? I mean, he's a good rapper and shit, but he wasn't the fucking man that was going to make the fucking world go round for the Latinos, right? For the brown people. He was you know what I mean? I'd rather fuck with some Pollo Loco. You know what I mean? I'd rather fuck with some motherfucking Speedy Low, some Woody. You know what I mean? I'd rather fuck with some motherfucking Mr. Coner. So straight up, I'd rather fuck with some motherfucking Conejo from Heartbeats, right? This is my type of music that I like, okay? Some Brown Side acid, right? Even Night Owl. Or to Enter the Night Owl, right? This is who I'll fuck with before I fuck with any old SPMs. And it didn't have to do with him being from Texas and California shit and had nothing to do with any of that, right? It just meant I liked their music better than I liked his. Didn't mean he was a bad rapper. It just mean he didn't fucking fit my bill. Orale, right? And my bill's hard. It's a hard rotation to get in. Now, what happens is this guy picks up cases and people are going to try to justify it. Oh no, the mom was lying. He never did none of that. So she was just mad because she wanted some feria. And I can see that happening. You know, motherfuckers want the money. They see you got a little success. They're going to put anything on your jacket, man, to try to cross you out. So that's why I got to keep my head on swivelization at all points in time because you never know what's going to happen. I don't put myself in that position, homie. I play quarterback, not tight end. That's just how it goes with me. Menudo, right? But at the same time, you guys seem to forget, huh? That he was picking up his old pregnant girlfriend from 7th grade? Yeah. There's a lot more that went into that case, that SPM case, right? He was doing a whole lot of wild shit. He was a wild man. So and that's why when people ask me, why don't you bump some SPM, gun? Why don't you show him some love? I don't fuck with that weirdo, right? Period. Plain and simple. no little Thoros, no motherfucking SPMs, no R. Kellys. I don't give a fuck if he seems like he's ready. So he better be, because Tyrone's in there needing a mammon. And it seems like he's ready. Orale, you know he's fucking ready. And it's about to go down. Orale, R. Kelly. Oh, it's about to go down. Or you are. Either way, the winner will be Tyrone in that matter. Now, SPM, I'm sure you went through your changes. PC'd up and shit. Now, so people ask me, why don't you bump these cats? And why aren't you fucking, you don't know, Gun? Who are you to be the judge of their character? You know what I mean? I'm not. I can't judge the next man. I can't say what the next man really did in his life or he really didn't do. But Sabes, I'm a firm believer, man. If there's papeles, if there's paperwork, if there's P-dub, if there's black and white, if there's motherfuckers saying it, Sabes, the best bet for me to do is walk on by. Utterly, I'm going to back on up before they check my chin, right? And that's just me. I'm not going to get caught up in a situation, especially a situation that I'm a firm believer I don't want to be involved in. That's some knowledge you definitely can't get in college, man. You have to bypass the riffraff, the scum, the sewage, the earth, the motherfucking shit that ain't worth anything that you got going on, man. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you and yours and your familia, right? The struggle is real, man. And if you fucking start to kick it with vatos who do weird shit, you're gonna get a weird reputation yourself. So the best thing to do is shake them and bake them and never break them, right? And just bounce, bang bang, in a menudo style. And that's what I tend to do, So when asked about fucking SPM, and I know a lot of people from Texas, shout outs, man, respects to my brown brothers from Texas, all people from Texas, they show a little love to SPM. There's nothing you could tell them. And I'm not saying all, there's a lot of Tejanos, man, they're like, fuck that puto, saying, in that fashion, right? But there is a big crowd, man, maybe they're of his era, that are like, nah, free SPM, he's a real one, he did this and that, and beep, boop, 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 right there, whatever they got to say, man, you don't even know, Gun. He was out there giving other hyenas all the fierro, right? Yeah, I know. We know. That's what he's locked up for. You know what I mean? Because he was doing it not the righteous way, right? But to some people, they don't give a fuck, right? Some people, they don't care because he's talented and because he has money. They think he can get away and do whatever he wants. So I don't give a fuck, comes. You know what I mean? Out here in California, we warn you. We'll bomb on you, motherfuckers. We don't get down like that, right? And I know in Texas, the Texas bomb squad, they doing it the same way, right? Motherfuckers, if you ain't blasting, you ain't lasting. They really about that wiggle. So people like SPM, man, who have dirty charges, dirty cases, I don't know how the wiggle is in Texas, man. And shout out and respects, man. Revert to my boy Tim Snow, man, Texas Prison Stories. I'm sure he'll let you know to get down, right? SPM ain't got nothing coming, right? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Okay, that's neither to fucking shit and defamate on the character of a whole state and say, oh, they embrace him because he's from there. Nah. There's just a certain sect and a certain people that do because they really don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, they condone that shit. Anyone that rocks with a man who touches kids does that shit too. Now, you got real gente, real brown people like my motherfucking boy Cain Velasquez. That's right, hashtag free Cain. Still. Right? I can't call it like an alcoholic. Can't they fill me up with some unleaded, man, so I can get there. I said it, right? Because I can't figure out why he can't get bail, but that's neither here nor there. I guess he poses a potential threat to the safety and security of Sachiruhu, and that's it. Bang, bang. That's all it takes, huh? You know what I mean? Anyways, people that really are on the forefront, people that are true heroes, people that really step up for their children and ain't going out like that. Them are the real ones. You want to know the fucking biggest hero I've ever seen in my life? I'm going to tell you guys right now. And then we'll get right back to R. Kelly. He's basically giving him mamon anyways. Look it. Remember fucking when that kid fucking something bad happened to him, something strange for a little piece of cherry? It wasn't cool. And that dad was in the airport and he turned around with that little, let that fucking dude have it as he's walking by. I'm sure some of you remember. If not, Google it. I forget the guy's name, right? Either way, I fucking love it, man. That was my hero. Someone who would put his life on the line for his child. Someone who would say, you know what, fuck it, la primera lives, right? That's as real as it comes to me and as real as it gets. That's a true American hero. Why? Because he showed what a father should be, and it's messed up that a father even had to go that route. That he was even put in that position. That weirdos are able to fucking, terrorize and victimize our children. It's up to us to protect them. When you're a father, man, like Cain Velasquez and like that guy was, and that's stripped from you and you can't protect your child, man. Let me explain something to you, man. That's the worst fucking feeling in the world. So when you got these weirdos and these predators, man, like R. Kelly and SPMs and where did you come from, man? You know what I mean? Obviously, I know a lot of you are Michael fans, but I mean, let's just keep it real, right? There was some weird shit going on there. Orale, Macaulay Culkin would tell you, you got left home alone a few many times. And orale, it was bad for him. Anyway, so look, orale, it was just a shower. One way or the other, man. You know, shit happens. Okay? Now let's get back to R. Kelly. Pinche R. Kelly, right? What's going to happen in these 30 years? Bad things to him. Okay? The extortion game is real. You know, I'm sure motherfuckers, he better have some feria. He better have some feria because motherfuckers he's not gonna just be able to wiggle and, hey, I'm R. Kelly. I think that I would like to be alone. No, they're not gonna say you alone. Cyber Skate, fuck that. You ain't got that coming. You ain't on Walk Alone. Maybe after Tyrone's done with you and you can't walk anymore, then you'll be on Walk Alone. You'll be on I Can't Walk Alone because you can't walk, right? So once you go black, you might need a wheelchair. Or the Magnum, right? They ain't playing. So R. Kelly's going to go through some motions, man. He's going to go through some things. Is it justified? Does he deserve it? It's never justified to hurt another human being. It's never justified to victimize another guy. But this guy, let the punchy wind blow. Let it blow. You know what I mean? Hey, seems like he's ready, right? So, you know, Tyrone needs a little honey love. You know, or anybody. You know what I mean? Shit, it could be Pepe in there. You know what I mean? Vivo dos tres animales. You know, vatos are going to get their issue. Either way, R. Kelly's in trouble. He's in trouble because he chose to be and do some weird stuff. Now, I understand maybe it was out of his hands. Maybe it was just his mind. His mind was messed up because I'm a firm believer, man. It's a disease. These guys got their whole, I think they got their fools mixed up. Yay, paro. Disculpame. Right? It's all messed up. But at the same time, what you need to understand at the end of the day, man, you can learn a lot from a dummy, right? What did R. Kelly? Damn, bang, bang. You can prevent yourself from getting caught up in these situations, man, by taking classes or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Take a fucking laxative or something. Just shit it all out. I can't call it like an alcoholic. What I do know, man, is these next 30 years, are they justified? Did R. Kelly deserve it? In my honest opinion, he deserved 100 more. Okay? He deserved, man, to get thrown into the bottom of the abyss and forgot about him. You know what I mean? So I scratched his name off the telephone book. Call me never again to take a second look. He's off my playlist. And Sasuke, I ain't gonna lie. The other night, you know what I mean, Sasuke? I had this one chick, and I'm gonna tell the story here on Gunner's Profiles tonight. And some R. Kelly came on, and I just went with it. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I was in the groove. You know what I mean? The mammo was real. Arby's was delicious that night. And, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean? I was on that motherfucker like, toot, toot, let me hear you say beep, beep. You know what I mean? I was getting my motherfucking issue on. Anyways, sometimes it be like that. But for the most part, man, if I could not play your shit, I won't, because I'm not going to give my energy and my respect and anything to someone who does something and harms children. Because I have kids, man, and I have daughters, and you know, so we don't even want to go that route, motherfuckers, right? Real talk, menudo. Anyways, with that being said, you know, a lot of people have a lot of opinions when it comes to R. Kelly. What's going to happen to him? Where will he be placed? Will he be placed in administrative segregation? I'm sure he's being placed in administrative segregation. They're going to try to keep him separate for a while, but it's only a matter of time before they become lax, man, and he gets caught slipping a few times. And people are going to do bad things to him just because he is now a target. See, when you're a high profile case, when you're a celebrity, when you're someone that who's done, everybody knows what you've done, people are going to take advantage of that, man, and you become a trophy. Okay, you become a trophy. You're identified as someone that if I smack him up, man, I get some popularity. It's a popularity contest in prison. For the most part, everyone's got their cheston that they got in preston out, and everybody wants to be recognized for that one, right? And let me tell you something. If R. Kelly slides by, you know what I mean? You hit him with the motherfucking 1-2 punch, then you're going to be that one. It's just, hey, that's the homeboy right there. You're the one that knocked R. Kelly out, huh? Yeah, it seemed like he was ready, eh? You know what I mean? So I gave him some of that honey love. And that's just what it is. Anyways, with that being said, leave that puto where they found him. I'm glad he's locked up. I'm glad he's incarcerated. And I don't say that about a lot of people, but at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. If you do something to young women, kids, anyone that can defend themselves, that's it, man. And that goes for your putos too, man, that are talking about, hey, domestic violence ain't cool, man. I don't get down like that. You know what I mean? But child endangerment's okay. Alright, no, it ain't. You know what I mean? None of that shit's cool, man. I see it as I see it. Boom, see it to believe it. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, if you bump R. Kelly, well, that's up to you, but I'm not. Bang, bang. I'm going to be out there struggling and trying for my familia, bumping los bookies and los Tecanes de Tijuana. Bang, bang. That's how we do it. La piñata. Órale. And that's in that fashion. Anyways, with that being said, if you want to hit that fucking thumbs up for me, one time for my mind, I appreciate you, man. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is bringing the righteous hood news to the raza, the righteous stories to the raza, and the righteous unity to the raza. So that's good, because that's all we have at the end of the day. Bang, bang, this is the gun. I used to think that I could rock alone. Nope, sorry, R. Kelly. Tyrone's got you.